I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to FM24 Youth Factory episode 35. As we progress, late November now, surprising news here. Mane, not that Mane, not Sadio, but Alberto Mane of Sporting is on the verge of winning the African Young Player of the Year award. Big whoop. That means nothing to us, except when you read on a little bit further. Midfielder is up against the likes of Sila, Umar Kamara, Amar Arab, and Abdou Diarra for Young Player of the Year. So 5 players up for the award. Umar Kamara, it's our Kamara, our 4th fullback on the squad. Guy who's nearly maxed out, as good as he's ever going to be, and apparently actually has some value, has some trade value to us, and is on the verge of, he's one of the guys that I might let go to help cut back on the salary. I mean, he's making $175K, and he's as good as he's ever going to be, and there's others around him that are better, and we can definitely find an upgrade. I mean, he's our 3rd best left back. Just 3 starts, 4 appearances off the bench, 6.9 rating, 120 all-time appearances with 1 goal, but he's still just 20, and he's being considered for this award, which is surprising, as it's Africa. It's not like his home nation, it's Africa. That's an awfully big continent to be considered among the best young players. Kicking off at York City. They're currently 4th in the league. They were 1st in the league a week ago. Have we caught them at just the right time, where they're starting to take a little drop in form? Well, hopefully that is the case, because we are on the road today, and we've already found things a lot more difficult this season. Things are a lot closer, but with 2 wins from our last couple of games, we're all the way up to 2nd place in the league. That ball almost into the back corner of the net, except it was around the outside of the back corner of the net. We've got a good, healthy lineup in choices. Bad giveaway there. Great through ball. Deserved goal. And we trail 1-0 here in the 11th minute. That was a really poor giveaway from Kitching. Adekunle just stands there and Sullivan just cuts him out. But Fellows has no head start on that. He's well behind both of our center backs, standing still, and he just cuts right through them. It's their first shot of the game, and they lead 1-0. Big chance there, but McFadden gets the block in. As they stand, York would jump us to 2nd in the league. We would slip to 3rd. Entering the match, we have a 2-point advantage over York. And so we get to halftime with possession, but it's empty possession. Nothing is coming from it. We're not getting into the danger zones. Atkins picks up a yellow in the dying seconds of the half. Not helping us out either with that one. Definitely have a motivated 11. We're going to give them a chance, as we see. Was that a double change? There's a lot of names flashed on the screen there briefly. Double change from York here at the half. They've been in control while not being in control. Davidson over to Adekunle. Nice set up there. We only had 1 shot in the entire first half, and we just got one inside 2 minutes of the second half. It's a good start, but we're going to keep an eye on ratings and start to sub guys out if they aren't improving. It's so unlucky. Ball totally misses the target, but Julian does not get a piece of it, so it bangs off the woodwork and falls straight to a player who's at point blank. Oh, it came off the woodwork, and Julian got a piece of it as it came off. Ow. That is some terrible luck right there. That really is some terrible luck. There's a couple things that I'm starting to think that I might want to... Tactically, I have not adjusted tactics in many, many seasons. And when you've promoted 7 times in 8 years, you're not necessarily looking to make changes. If it's working, don't change it. We've tweaked a couple things within the system, but otherwise we have used this same system throughout this climb. And we're second place this year. So it's not like things are going horribly wrong today. And against just the top teams here in the league, we have had some complications. Jones is tired and struggling. Let's go ahead and bring on Thornhill. Lanahan Penreese is not having a good day, so we'll bring on Wilkinson as well. O'Reilly looked well offside, and that ball bangs off of 2-3 posts, and he's wide open far back now. He got back on side. He's well off the back line. I don't know how that's not seen as offside, but it hits the crossbar and then the post comes back, and I think it taps the other post before it finally is actually in the back of the net. And yeah, the lines are very, very close there. Obviously, we're going to proceed with the changes. So now we've been horribly unlucky twice in this game, but we really haven't done much. Thornhill is on, and he's got one back. Just like that, we've got a goal literally just moments later, but the entire defense is mad. McFadden was the one guy who had a decent game. Hassel's having a really bad game. Redknapp's having a terrible game. Let's get Potter some experience here and get him on. We'll change Webb, put him in as well. So another double change. That's 4 subs. Fadden, Mortland, Atkins gives it away. Didn't even have a player in that direction. Adekunle, good turn, decent cross. Davidson wins it, but couldn't get it on the target. Couldn't redirect it the right direction we needed on that one. Poor giveaway there. Ooh, nearly gave a rough giveaway on that one too. McFadden through for Wilkinson. Davidson. What do you mean free kick to York? How's that a free kick to York? We're onside. They blocked the shot. That's a corner kick. Another bad day at the office, including Davidson. Davidson did finally get his goal, by the way. And that's it. Full time. 3-1. 2 very, very unlucky goals on that. Huge amount of XG on the one, though. In the last 2 months, we've lost 3 games, all against high-ranked teams, and all relatively close games, other than, the York thing with the back-to-back minutes apart, and then we pulled one back just after that. But it was 1-0 up until, those dying moments. Next up is Crew. We won against Colchester in that back-to-back. We beat Bradford City, who was the closest thing to a rival, though we hadn't played them in a couple of seasons. Consolation, our bonus goal there at the end. Otherwise, penalty, the only thing we were absolutely dominating was 4-0 before they got a penalty and got into the game. But Archie Jones had 3 goals. He had a hat trick there and a 10.0 rating, all in the first half hour of that one. But after Crew, we have Newport County away in the second round of the Papa John's, and totally not worried about where and what happens with that one, as our goal was to make the second round, and we have done so. So as we push through December, we have Exeter, we have Yeovil, York again. We just played York, and we've got our turnaround match. That's probably the next one. Well, other than Newport County, that's the next one we'll be playing live. Crawley, Hartlepool, 4th. That's going to be a tougher one. So we've got 2 tougher December matches. Let's push forward. Well, this definitely didn't go according to plan. I did some squad rotation with a home match against a low-ranked Crew team, and we lose 1-0. And Lanahan Penreese is injured. Looks like he's going to be out 3 to 4 weeks with a twisted ankle. It's a trifecta for Archie Jones. He has won the League 2 Player of the Month, League 2 Young Player of the Month, and the Goal of the Month award. I didn't even bother checking the rules, but I didn't see a second leg scheduled for this, so I would assume that it's winner moves on. We've already qualified for the second round. It's not a big deal if we get eliminated from here. I didn't go total youth movement, but I definitely had some squad rotation that was offside anyway. Webb is on. Kamara is on. McCartney is on, and Wilkinson. So 4 changes to the regular side. Of course, Wilkinson's going to be getting the starts most of the time for the next few weeks, with Lanahan Penreese getting that twisted ankle and only being about 2 days into that recovery. By the way, this is our 3rd match in either 5 or 6 days maximum on this one. So pretty quick turnaround. Quite a few matches to play. That's why I did have some squad rotation on the last one and on this one as well. And that's so disappointing because that's a slam dunk goal right there, but it gets deflected and goes out. Then we win the header there. 2 big missed chances on that one. We should have an early lead. Newport County's only 10th in League 2. We're above them, but we're on the road. They're the favorites, but only slightly. We kind of the favorites coming in, and then the squad rotation has flipped that script and given them the advantage. We have the possession, but we're just not getting the shots. Wilkinson loses out pretty easily there. Atkins wins it back. Jones finds Davidson between 2 players. Makes a really nice turn there. Had a fantastic first touch. Opened up the space. Got the shot off, but gets deflected out for the corner kick. That free kick, that was left wanting. They had the momentum early. We've had the momentum lately. Big chance there. Close range. Side foot volley, and couldn't, did get it on target, actually. Did require a decent save there. Second half. No changes for now. The guys that are resting or injured, all 4 of them, I think at least 3 of them are not even in the match day squad today. They needed rest, that's why they're out, and so I'm giving it to them. Turns. Oh, big slide tackle from Webb there. Out of Conley, inside. Banged around a little bit. Now McCartney. Wilkinson through for Jones. Jones! Oh, goes far post. I thought he was going to go near post for a second. Keeper, patient, waited. Was able to go adjust and get the far post stop. Looking better here. The offensive players are feeling good. I wonder if nothing to lose. Let's go for it. Attacking. Atakunle beats his man, gets the goal. Nice play from Atakunle there. Started with an interception, am I right? Yes. Yeah, Seward. Atakunle just gets there first. Second touch to beat his man after making the interception. And then just cuts in just a little bit. His far post just inside the corner. Very well placed shot. Plenty of power on it. Got a lead 1-0. And that might be enough for us. Let's start thinking about the tactical switch. Some time wasting and the playing for set pieces. Definitely want to hold shape. We don't want to go into a counter. We'll slow it down. And then time to start thinking about subs. Most fatigued is Atkins, but he's having a good game, and if we're going to win, we need him. We're going to have to rotate on a game-by-game basis for now. Getting a sub for Davidson, though, when we don't need another goal at the moment, probably a good idea. He never gets a rest. So we'll bring on Phil Hewitt and Potter. Let's go balanced. Start getting behind the ball more. Weak header away. Nobody bothers to close him out. Luckily, we got a block. McCartney. Oh. It's like, but I got the ball. I agree. We'll go ahead and give Sam Lines a chance here for Jones, and then drop into the midfield to get much lower, more defensive-minded here. Have him be our box-to-box guy. McCartney can also now focus more on being a defensive presence for us. Into stoppage time. Big free kick here. We get it cleared away, but only partially. They're going to get another chance at it, and nobody was on that side. Our whole team was on the other side of that wall, and nobody closed them down, so we got lucky to stop that. That's the keeper with that header, that attempted goal. He's not able to get it, and we're down to the last 2 minutes. Wilkinson, what a bad giveaway, but Kamara recovers. Gets it back in space. That's where you want to take it to the corner. Atkins. Hold the ball, dude. We're time wasting. Do you not know what time wasting is? Go cautious. McCartney. Yeah, wow. That was so dangerous. Time's up. Potter gets the block. Offside. Offside. Time's up. Got the win. And apparently on to the third round. Especially the way the keeper came up to play that. There is no second leg. Southern section, third round draw. We're down to the final 8 teams within this draw. And it's a mixture of League 1, League 2 sides besides Arsenal under 21s still active here. MK Dons drawn first, Forest Green after that. Boreham Wood and Plymouth. That gets most of the difficult sides out of the way. We're looking at Bristol Rovers and Arsenal under 21s. We're going to be at home this time with Yeovil. Tough team in our side, but they are at our level and we are at home. Decent chance to continue on in the competition a little bit further. Big 3-1 road victory against Exeter, though they're fairly low ranked. But it's still a big road victory. Ashley Potter getting his first career goal. Paul Davidson gets a brace. They had a guy sent off early, and that really put us on the front foot. Amazingly, though, they were trying to battle back. Actually, we battled back. They scored in the 11th. Oh, man. Didn't realize that. The 29th minute versus 27th minute send-off was at the subsequent free kick. Did it take that long to decide? Well, there's no VAR. Probably didn't take that long to decide, but could have been shortly after that before they had a chance to make adjustments anyway when we got that equalizer. That puts us back up to third. Well, we are third, right? We are up, though, so at least for a moment that put us back up to third. We had dropped down here at some stage somehow. Following a very closely matched away win at relegation favorite Yeovil, we squeaked out a 2-1 victory even though it was very close. Yeovil's manager was fired for falling into the relegation zone or for remaining in the relegation zone. And we've gone top, at least for the moment. We've got a day with 6 matches ahead that we'll see points earned for at least potentially a couple teams in the promotion zone with Ebbsfleet and FC Halifax, both with home matches. Pretty winnable ones at that. Ebbsfleet actually got hammered in their game, but Forest Green beat Grimsby Town, and FC Halifax got a very close 1-0 victory. So we do slip to third right now with a game in hand that we're about to play. And it's a strange one because a week ago, York were leading the league. Until these matches a moment ago, we were in second like we had been a few weeks back, and York was in fourth like they had been a few weeks back. We just played them on the road and lost pretty handily. This time we're going to get them at home as we are entering the second half of the season. We've played 23. We got 23 to go. Big rematch, big opportunity, but can the team step up? Now, last time we had a huge sequence of games back to back to back over a couple weeks stretch where we had 5 matches in about 18 days, 17 days. It was tough. It's eased off a little bit with just a couple regular weekend matches. So with that, we've got a little bit of rest, a little bit of recovery, and I'm able to pick 10 of our regular first 11 with Wilkinson, who's our best. That's not in the regular first 11, getting the start because Lanahan Penrys is still not quite recovered. It's been a few weeks. That's it. And it was a 3 to 4 week injury, and he's right on the cusp of being back, but he hasn't played over this stretch. It's been all Wilkinson. So far, fairly even match through the first 15 minutes. That one headed just over the bar. Julian would have had it covered if it was on frame, it looked like. Jones intercepts. After that thing ping-pongs around a little bit. Moreland up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson lays it off for McFadden. Wilkinson was onside there. Flashes it across goal with no one there. It looks like it took a deflection, so maybe he had something else in mind as that was our throw-in, but that was the end of the highlight. Post-match, better XG so far, but that's about it. Atkins on a yellow and Mortland, both defensive mids. And Hassel. Jeez, 3 already. Jones, close range, but had no power on that anyway. Yeah, stay on feet. With 3 yellow cards. Jeez. We had only committed 4 fouls when we had 3 yellow cards. Now it's 5. They have 8 fouls. Do they have any yellows? They got 1. That's not all fouls are created equal. Don't know about severity of fouls, but seems harsh that we now have 5, but we had 4 fouls and 3 yellows. They had 8 fouls and 1. Second half gets start. Atkins looking the one player who's probably struggling the most. He's got the yellow and a poor rating, but we'll keep an eye on if that improves at all here in the next little bit. Chances and possession are definitely favoring us, but we've just flown through 10 minutes. Kitching and Wilkinson on the edge are the only ones anywhere near a 7.0 rating. Mortland finds Wilkinson. Doesn't try to turn. Gets another shot at it. Still goes backwards. Atkins finds Davidson. He makes a fantastic turn. Forces a pretty good save there. Probably should have tried to curl that around the keeper. Instead he tried to go through the legs there. Ended up in a fairly easy block. Adequinley is quite tired, even though we have not managed to score. We're going to go ahead and bring on Phil Hewitt. There's a lot more games to play this season. Fresh legs can help. Suddenly we're running out of time. Do we want to get after the victory? I feel like we've been in control. We're going to go attacking. That's their free kick. They are time wasting. Let's go ahead and either way speed up the tempo. Slowing it down is good for keeping the guys fresh and not burning as much energy and playing game after game, but now's a good time to go for it here in the last 10 minutes. Fadden up to Wilkinson, again going back. Can't. Their defense is playing really wide, which should open it up for Davidson, and did before and does now. And keeper makes the save. 2 massive saves from the keeper, otherwise we'd have 2 goals from Davidson and a lead. Wilkinson is very tired. Do I have fresh legs for him? Do I have like a Matty Baker out there? No, I have Thornhill. Sure. Plays it off all the way back to Julian. They're pressing, but trying to go low block press. Wilkinson. Mortland. Atkins. Ooh, that was on target. Had some curl. Got it up and around and over the defense. Thornhill. Free kick. Weakly taken. They had everyone back. Thornhill. Oh, big deflection from the defense. Not from one of our guys. And keeper barely got a foot to that one and barely turned it around the post. Craddock. Gets that one again. Davidson. Thornhill. Now Jones on the counter. Hewitt through. Oh. I think that was probably our last chance. Looks like we're going to go home empty-handed. They got the win against us. We're only going to get a draw with them. Dominating game. Better than how they dominated our game. The XG was certainly there, suggesting we should have had a goal at some point. But we go home. Well, we are home. But we go to each individual's home, only having claimed a point. But after all those early yellow cards, and as strong as our defense in midfield was, the attack just couldn't put it together. All that possession, all that XG, all those chances, too many off target, too many blocked. But a point's a point, and we didn't give up 3 points to a clear, direct rival. Halifax on top at 45 points. We sit on 43. 2 points per match right now would be 48. So we're definitely below that rate, but nobody has that rate. We've just passed the halfway point of the season. Forest Green is equal, just a couple goals behind. Very close contest at the top of the league. In fact, just 4 points separating first through seventh. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.